In our parashat Matot Mas'eh, we have the yortzeit of Aaron HaKohen mentioned, one of the only two yortzeits mentioned in the Torah, and that is in the beginning of the 5th month. HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu to take Aaron HaKohen to Hor HaHar, that's Rosh Chodesh Av, and that's the yortzeit of Aaron HaKohen. Now, Aaron HaKohen, we have spoken in past, he was the super glue of Klal Yisrael. Ohev Shalom, Verodef Shalom, Ohev et Abriot, Umekarvan LaTorah, was the lover and pursuer of peace, someone that loved people and brought them closer together, brought them closer to the Torah. We mentioned that when Aaron HaKohen received, when he passes away, he says, Kol Bet Yisrael, the entire, not people, not Bnei Yisrael, but Bet Yisrael, cried and mourned his death, because he was capable of bringing the entire Klal Yisrael to one household, to unify entire Klal Yisrael to one household. That was the capability and the greatness of Aaron HaKohen. The Maharal explains that because there was only one Beit HaMikdash, it wasn't like a shul that you don't go to. It's one Beit HaMikdash. Everyone had to come to. So the one operating the Beit HaMikdash had to be the super glue that everyone connects to. And through him, everyone feels connected to one another. That's the ultimate peacemaker, the ultimate figure of unifying figure of Klal Yisrael was Aaron HaKohen. And it is so befitting that his yortzeit is on Rosh Chodesh Av, in the beginning of the 9 days, and we read about his passing always in the Shabbat of the 9 days, reminding us of the time, the period that created the greatest rift in Klal Yisrael, when people couldn't see eye to eye, when people were not loyal to one another. However you slice the Gemara in Masechet Yuma Daf Tet of Bayit Rishon mipenei Macharev, Bayit Shani mipenei Macharev, the destruction of the Bayit Rishon being because of the 3 cardinal sins, which a lot of it has to do with a rift in interpersonal relationship, that the lack of loyalty, so to speak, and the lack of value for human life, or straight up sinat chinam for Bayit Sheni. Those are the moments that we kind of like fell apart. And during the course of that time, we are reminded directly by the Torah, the yortzeit of Aaron HaKohen, Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of the 9 days, that this is the element that we ought to work on. The pursuer, the lover of peace, pursuer, loving people, seeing the virtue in them, and being able to sometimes, there's a price to be paid for everything. Shalom, we look at shalom as something very glorious and flowery. It's not shalom. What all shalom means is, I am willing to give up some. Shalom is making peace between opposites. That's what it means, right? That means each one of them gives up something dear to them for the better, the greater good, so to speak. There is the realization that there is a greater good to be achieved, and for it you pay a price of not having the perfect life or the way exactly you wanted it. And that was the greatness of Aaron HaKohen, and that's the greatness of these days as the greatest platform and opportunity for working and achieving that legacy of Aaron HaKohen. Be'ezrat Hashem for all of us. Amen.